So this is video 2 in the setting up a spray wall with apps. This was originally meant to be one long video, but it got very long, and so I split it up. So this second video is all about the Eat, Spray, Love app. So let's jump in. All right, we're back out in the garage. So I'm going to be setting up the apps in between while I rest on my workout session today. So that should be a lot of fun. The session we're going to be doing today is the stamina tree, which also happens to live here on the 20-degree spray wall. And it is the one where we use the deck of cards, the aces and kings and queens and all that. And so that is these pre-marked holds already up here. So one of the nice features is you can share out your wall with others, and they can pick holds on your wall and save that as a climb for you, and then you can climb that. All right, so I'm just going to do a little quick warm up here, and then we'll start working on the apps. All right, so let's look at this first one. We'll do is Eat, Spray, Love. So first comes to this select your spray wall, and that looks like the only button I can push, so we'll select that. Alright, so a bunch of them showed up here, but obviously these ones are all the existing ones. But I don't want to select somebody else's spray wall, so I'm going to click down here on the bottom where it says want to add your spray wall. Yes. So we got a quick add option, we've got a custom theme, logo, color circuits for $3. Some of these features might be really valuable, and $3 is not a big deal. So if the $3 incrementally helps the developer make a great app, then I never really have a problem with that, supporting an app that way. But for today's purposes, we're going to do quick add. Only registered users can add, so we'll log in or sign up. And I don't have one, so I'm going to sign up. Alright, so now I get to give it a name. So we're going to name this RWCHQ5. Headquarters 5. And the gym name, if a home wall, enter home wall or leave blank. We can just leave it blank. And we'll say Denver. Alright, so we're adding the wall. So it's a little bit, it could be that I'm screen recording, but it is a little bit laggy. And I am on Wi-Fi, so it shouldn't be. So just something I'm noticing about the app. RWC. Okay, so there it showed up, RWCHQ5. We'll hit select. No climbs found. Profile. Admin controls. Okay, so there we go. Took me a little bit. So I went to my profile, my admin controls, to home wall, all that stuff I added before. Wall image, there we go, used as default image. So add or change an image from my gallery. And this is where we'll pull up the image that we had, which is this one here. Looks good. As good as it's going to get for now. So private wall, we'll say yes, no, we don't want it to be private because I want others to be able to use this just in case. So we'll save it. Add a climb, let's try that. So this gives us some instructions. The green circle is our start holds. The blue circle is a regular hold. It allows us to do numbered holds for circuit training. So I could, in theory, put my endurance weave on here or something like that. And I could designate this hand first, that hand second, third, fourth, etc. The pink circle is footholds only, and the red circle is finish holds. So let's use the default wall image, and there's my wall. Perfect. Okay, so let's try setting our first route on here. So zoom in has to be done with the plus and minus, so it's not a pinch zoom. That's okay. So I've got all of these routes here. Why don't we do this? We'll use the routes that I'm going to do for my practice in between to set this. So I'm just going to shuffle my deck here. We're doing the stamina tree, and the stamina tree really consists of ace, king, queen, or jack, and then the suit. So how about this first one we do is just whatever ace, king, queen, or jack I get. Queen of hearts, so queen. So on the app here, I'm going to mark what I already have on the wall set is queen, just to practice using the app. I don't want to have to make up things. So start hold is green, and so I can do that. And I can change the circle size apparently. Okay. And I can hit X to get rid of those circles. So there's my start hold. So once you do it, like there's no dragging it and moving it around. Okay, so I'm just adding a bunch. So can't move it once it's on there other than removing it. It looks like there's an undo option as well. So let's go ahead and click there. That was a pretty careful click. Did okay. So that's my start hold. And then my feet only holds are this one. That's too big though, so we'll undo that. Small circle. There we go. That one and that one. Okay, that's feet only there. Oh, and there's another one over here. That one I'd like to maybe be the medium size. All right, so I think those are the feet only ones. Okay, so let's go to a regular hand. This is a regular hand. And then we'll go bigger. That one is a regular hand. That one is a regular hand. Okay, so the other clean one is hard to see because of the light in my photo. Didn't think of that. So, but it's right there. And let's use the smaller one there. That is a hand. And then the finish hold, red, is that one. Oh, I think that's it. So, if I like it, I think I just hit the check mark down here. Done editing. Once you continue, you can no longer edit this image. All right, continue. So that is my route. It shows me with an image, and then I can give it a name. So let's name this Queen. And styles, okay? So I can choose the styles. I would say that it is pockety, but pocket is not an option here. It is quite pockety. There's sloper, there's edge, there's pinch, but pocket is not a choice. So I'm just gonna say, okay. It does make you choose a grade, or defaults to V0. So you can't just leave it open or unknown. But I do think that this is probably V2. That's just my guess. Setter notes for stamina. And then add that as a climb. Not too bad. So I've got a route. And now I've rested a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and climb this route. So that's the queen. Should have done hearts. Oh, let me just jump on and do hearts. was fun. So I did the Queen of Hearts route, stamina tree, 1 out of 16 combinations, done. I'm gonna set another route on this and just kind of see, because there are some options down the bottom for like filtering and things like that appears, and so I'm gonna kind of see what that looks like when it has more routes to pick from. So how do I do that? Okay, so it looks like up here, the triple dot, I have an option to hide my logged climbs. So kind of like on the MoonBoard app where I can set it so that it shows me, it does not show me climbs that I've completed. And then see large images on the home page, so that is, okay, so that just shrinks down my view and I can just view it up in the upper left hand corner. So for now I like the large images, but that's because I don't have that many to pick from. Okay, so where do I go? Back up here, add a climb with the default wall image. So what this looks like is this app, I can use the default wall image, but then I can add an image anytime. So let's say I added more holds, or maybe even went over here on this 30-degree wall, and maybe Eat Spray Love allows you to have 2 apps or 2 walls and things like that. So that's kind of cool. But it does seem like each time you're choosing between taking a new photo or using your existing photo, which may or may not be a bad thing. So next card we draw is King of Hearts. So let's go ahead and do the Hearts part of that. So since I already did Queen of Hearts, let's do the King of Hearts. So King of Hearts, but I'm going to do the Hearts portion. So the Hearts is automatically going to start here. Boom. And the footholds are, the starting footholds are automatically going to be these 2. And that's just the way I set my stamina tree, to automatically start from that same feel position. If you haven't seen my video on the stamina tree, do go ahead and look that up. I just did a reset of it. You can see that video up here that explains it, but let's just keep this going. So Hearts. So then my footholds only, I have another footholds only right there, not bad, and right there. So that one I kind of misclicked it, so let's zoom in even further. That one. I also have this one here, so I actually don't end up using this for a hand, but it theoretically could. That's a hand. Get that a little bigger. That's a hand. That one is a hand, but I misclicked it. That's a hand. And then the finish hold is actually just on this, just off the screen, but I'll be able to figure it out. So I'm just going to literally put it right up there. Oops, so I don't want that one though. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and save that one. And again, it saves a photo for that. I'll call this Hearts. Okay, so now I've got 2 in there. I'm gonna go climb, and then we'll come back to some of these additional features. King of Hearts is done. 2 out of 16. Okay, so now I've got a couple different routes. Probably should have done some different values. I wonder if I can edit one. So let's say I thought that Hearts was harder than V2. Okay, triple dot, edit climb. Okay, so I can change the grade if I want to. And it does kind of sometimes feel hard, so save the changes. So let's say it's V3, that might help us with sorting. Report the climb, delete the climb, etc. Okay, not too bad. So now, down here in the bottom, filter. Okay, cool. So I can filter by style. Again, it would be nice if there was an option for pockets, because there's everything else. Filter by grade, nice little slider. Sort by new, old, hard, easy, and that's really the only filter. So let's say if I only wanted V1s and V2s and I hit filter, I should only see one of the two, and sure enough, there we go. Cool. Search. I can search for climbs. I can search for setters, so that'd be interesting. So if I set this up for other users to be able to set climbs, which Eat, Spray, Love is going to be one of the options for you guys to set climbs on for me, then I could search by your username. That's kind of cool. What's this? Lists. Okay, so this is great. This is a feature that I really wanted to talk about, is the ability to have lists. So I have a favorites list, my lists. So what's cool about these lists here is, like, I could do a to-do list, like project list. I could do a list of good warm-ups. In this case, it'd be awesome to do a stamina tree list. So I could put all my stamina tree routes in one list, and then when I'm doing that workout, I could literally just click inside of that. All right, so down here on the left, and once I'm in climb, I totally missed these buttons here, is add to logbook. So what date I climbed it, how many tries, flash, second go, red point. If I hit red point, it doesn't really give me the options. It doesn't say how many tries. So I got flash, second go, or more than 2 goes, and comments. I also have a heart option. That's probably favorites. Add to a list. Stamina tree. There we go. That's how I add things to lists. Logbook shows me how many climbs I've done at various grades, as well as a list of them. So the app's not feeling super intuitive, but that's maybe just me figuring things out. Okay, that is Eat, Spray, Love. I'm gonna go ahead and climb another climb, and then we're gonna switch over to a different app. So go ahead and download the Eat, Spray, Love app, try it out, search for RWC HQ5 and set some climbs for me, and put some notes on there that you saw in this video or something like that, and I will try to feature me climbing your climbs in a future video. If you choose to set a climb that utilizes the 2 red holds, the red hold on the bottom for my stamina tree and the red hold on the top for my stamina tree, then I'll also be selecting the 2 best of those, and those will actually become part of my stamina tree, a heads or a tails route. So that's the Eat, Spray, Love app. Make sure you click right here for the next app, which is the Stōkt app. And if you're liking how things are going, make sure you click the change on the subscribe button. See you very soon.